Hi everyone. So today we're going to be tackling a question that's been around for ages. Does cracking your knuckles cause arthritis? This is something that's I've heard my entire life, and you know, I don't know if it's true or not. Is it just another wives' tale? Let's dive into the science behind it, and we'll find out. First, to understand this myth, we need to look at what's actually happening in the joints. The joints we're looking at are called synovial joints, and they're the most common type in our bodies, and they're found in places like our fingers, knees, and elbows. Inside these joints is a fluid called synovial fluid. Who would have thought? This fluid acts like a lubricant, helping the joints move smoothly. Now, when you crack your knuckles, you're stretching the joint capsule, which changes the pressure in the fluid, and this pressure change causes gases in the fluid to form a bubble, and when that bubble bursts, you hear that satisfying pop sound. This process is known as tribonucleation. Now, moving on, have you ever wondered why some people love cracking their knuckles, even if they do it without thinking? I do it absentmindedly. I've done it my entire life. Fingers, knees, elbows, all of it. And for me, it's the physical sensation, the release of pressure. It feels relieving. Others find it satisfying for that sound, the pop, which can feel like it's loosening up their joints, even if that's not actually what's happening at all. Interestingly, while there's no harm in cracking your knuckles, some studies suggest that people who crack them frequently tend to be more prone to habits like nail biting or fidgeting, and it seems that knuckle cracking can feel kind of just a nervous habit or stress relief for some individuals. So, where did the idea that knuckle cracking causes arthritis even come from? It seems to be like one of those beliefs that just got passed down from generation to generation, probably because it sounds like something could damage your joints, but here's the truth. There is absolutely no scientific evidence linking knuckle cracking to arthritis, like at all. Let's look at some research. Studies, including those from reputable sources like Tufts Medicine and the Mayo Clinic, have found no connection between cracking your knuckles and developing arthritis later in life. For example, one hand surgeon from Mayo Clinic even goes so far as to say there's no harm in cracking your knuckles at all, as long as you don't feel pain with it. Another study even took this myth to the extreme, in an experiment where a doctor cracked the knuckles on just one hand for over 60 years and kept his other hand as a control. In the end, both hands were just as healthy with no signs of arthritis. Medical professionals agree. Cracking your knuckles isn't harmful. In fact, the Arthritis Society even addresses this on their website, stating that while the sound may annoy people around you, it's just not damaging to your joints or increasing your risk of arthritis. And it's not just one organization saying this. Experts like orthopedic doctors and rheumatologists all support the idea that knuckle cracking isn't a risk factor for arthritis. So, what's the takeaway here? Cracking your knuckles doesn't cause arthritis. This myth has been thoroughly debunked by science. While it might annoy the people around you, you can safely pop away without worrying about arthritis. And more importantly, myths like these highlight why it's essential to rely on credible scientific sources when it comes to health. There are plenty of health myths out there, and they can sometimes lead to unnecessary worry. Next time someone worries you about knuckle cracking, feel free to share what you've learned here today. And remember, evidence-based information is always more reliable than a popular myth.